The slap echoed through the cafe. Loud, sharp, shocking. Everyone froze. Marcus Grant, 45 years old, single father, sat quietly. Coffee cup in hand, cheek red, stinging, but calm. So calm. The bully towered over him. Rich, arrogant, drunk. That's what you get, peasant, sitting in my seat, my cafe, my town. Know your place. Marcus looked up. Not angry, not scared. Just assessing. Years of training, combat, Delta Force, 12 years, Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, Black Ops, classified. Retired now. Just dad. Just Marcus. But the instincts never leave. He could end this man, 3 seconds, maybe 2, 16 ways, all lethal. But his daughter, Lily, 7 years old, watching, learning. What lesson would that teach? Marcus stood, slowly, deliberately, and said 7 words that changed everything. I could hurt you, but I won't. What happened next stunned everyone. Marcus Grant, 45 years old, single father to 7-year-old daughter Lily, lived quietly. Small town, modest apartment, simple life, intentionally simple. Marcus looked up, calm. We're using it. There are other tables. Open, available. We'll be done soon. Sell ape. Richard slapped Marcus, hard, across the face, in front of everyone, in front of Lily. The cafe went silent, shocked, horrified, waiting. Marcus's cheek burned, red handprint forming, but he didn't react, didn't flinch, didn't move, just looked at Richard, calm, assessing. Inside, instinct screamed, training activated, threat assessment, target vulnerable, multiple strike points, throat, solar plexus, knee, 3-second neutralization, easy, automatic. But Lily, sitting right there, 7 years old, watching, learning. What would she learn if he retaliated? If he used violence? Even justified violence? Daddy, Lily's voice, small, scared, confused. Marcus turned to her, smiled, gentle, reassuring. It's okay, sweetheart. I'm okay. This man is having a bad day. We'll let him have the table. We can finish pancakes somewhere else. Okay? But Daddy, he hit you. That's mean. Aren't you going to hit him back? He'd been Delta Force. 12 years. Operator. Classified missions. Places he couldn't name. Things he couldn't talk about. Decorated. Honored. Respected. Among the best. No, sweetheart, I'm not. Because hitting doesn't solve problems. It creates them. He's wrong. But me hitting him would be wrong too. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Remember that. Marcus stood, slowly, deliberately, calm. He gathered their things. Lily's coloring book, crayons, his coffee. Ready to leave. Peacefully. Richard sneered. That's right, run away, coward, peasant. This is my town, my cafe. You don't belong here. Marcus turned, looked Richard in the eyes, not threatening, not aggressive, just direct, clear, certain. I could hurt you badly. More ways than you can imagine, faster than you can react. But I won't. Not because I'm scared, not because you're right, but because my daughter is watching, and I'm teaching her. Violence isn't strength. Restraint is. Control is. Choosing not to hurt someone when you easily could. That's real strength. You should learn that before you slap the wrong person. Someone with less restraint than me. Richard laughed, mocking, drunk, stupid. You hurt me. You're nothing, nobody. I could crush you. You couldn't, but you'll never know that because I'm choosing peace for my daughter, for myself. Enjoy your table. I hope someday you learn what real strength looks like. Marcus took Lily's hand, led her out, calm, dignified, peaceful. Behind them whispers, murmurs, respect, awe, confusion. Who is that guy? But that was past. 7 years passed. When Sarah died, childbirth complications. Lily survived. Sarah didn't. Marcus retired immediately. Emergency leave became permanent retirement. Lily needed him. Delta Force didn't. Choice was clear. He just took a slap and walked away. That's either coward or saint. Did you see his eyes? That's not coward. That's something else. Something controlled. One voice, older man, Vietnam vet. Recognize something. That's not civilian eyes, that's operator eyes, controlled, lethal, restrained. That man's military. Special ops. I'd bet my life. Outside, Lily asked, Daddy, why didn't you fight back? You're strong. I know you are. You could have beat him up. Easy. Marcus knelt, eye level. Lily, strength isn't just muscles. It's not just fighting. Real strength is choosing not to fight. When you can. When you're capable. But you choose peace. That's harder than fighting. That's real strength. Understand? But he was mean. He hit you. He should be punished. He will be. By life. By consequences. By karma. Not by me. Not by violence. The world will teach him. I don't need to. My job is teaching you how to be strong, really strong. And that means restraint, control, peace, when possible, okay? Lily hugged him. Okay, Daddy, I understand. You're the strongest person I know because you didn't fight, even though you could. Thank you, sweetheart. Now, how about we find another cafe? Finish those pancakes? Yeah, can we get extra chocolate chips? He moved to small town, anonymous, peaceful, raised Lily, alone, quietly. No one knew his past. No one asked. Just Marcus, single dad, working construction, living simply, perfectly anonymous. Absolutely. They left, peaceful, unharmed, dignified. Behind them at the cafe, the owner approached Richard. You need to leave, now. You assaulted a customer. I'm calling police. Richard scoffed. You won't. My family owns half this town. You call police, I'll ruin you. Then ruin me. But you're leaving. Now. And you're banned. Forever. I don't care who your family is. You don't hit people in my cafe. Get out. Security escorted Richard out. Drunk, angry, entitled, learning nothing yet. That Saturday morning, Marcus took Lily to their favorite cafe. Weekend tradition, pancakes, hot chocolate, coloring books, quality time, simple, perfect. They sat at their usual table. Corner booth, quiet, private, Lily colored. Marcus watched, content, peaceful. Then he arrived, Richard Donovan, 38, trust fund, entitled, arrogant, local bully, rich family, untouchable, or so he thought. Richard was drunk. 10 a.m., already drunk, loud, obnoxious, demanding. That's my table, get out, move now. 3 days later, Richard was arrested, assault charges. Marcus pressed charges, not for revenge, for principle, for teaching. That's training. That's discipline. That's what military teaches. When to fight, when not to. This wasn't fight situation. This was teaching situation. For my daughter, for Richard, for everyone watching. The story leaked, local paper. Delta Force veteran shows restraint after assault. National attention. Viral, social media exploded. Man slaps Delta Force operator in cafe. Lives to regret it. Father chooses peace over violence. Teaches daughter real strength. Bully messes with wrong guy. Gets lesson in humility instead of hospital visit. The support was overwhelming, but so was the criticism. He should have fought back, defended himself, taught bully a lesson. Real men don't walk away, real men fight. He's weak, coward, Delta Force or not. Marcus ignored it, all of it. Positive, negative, didn't matter. He knew his truth, his reason. Lily, always Lily. You can't just hit people, Marcus told police. He needs to learn that, now, before he hurts someone who can't walk away, before he does something worse. This is mercy, teaching him now, before consequences get worse. But Richard saw the news, saw the headlines, realized the man he slapped, Delta Force, 12 years, classified missions, combat veteran, could have killed him. Easily, chose not to. Richard felt something new, fear, not during, after, realizing what could have happened, what should have happened, what Marcus chose not to do. His lawyer advised, plead guilty, show remorse, apologize, hope for mercy, because if this goes to trial, jury sees Delta Force veteran showing restraint, you showing violence, you're done. Guilty. Maximum sentence. Plead now. Richard hesitated. Pride, ego, entitlement, but also fear, realization. He'd messed up. Badly. He pleaded guilty. community service, anger management, restitution, probation, no jail time, but public apology required in person to Marcus in front of judge, media, everyone. The hearing was packed. Media, observers, curious, justice-seeking, everyone. Richard stood, read prepared statement. Lawyer written, corporate, insincere. I apologize for my actions. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Judge wasn't satisfied. Mr. Donovan, that's insufficient. Tell Mr. Grant, tell this court why you did it, why you thought it was acceptable, what you've learned, really learned. Richard paused, unprepared. Genuine apology required, not scripted, real. Richard's lawyer tried dismissing. It's one slap, misdemeanor. Pay a fine, move on. He looked at Marcus, sitting quietly, Lily beside him, patient, calm, dignified. Richard felt shame, real shame, for first time. Mr. Grant, I don't have excuse. I was drunk, entitled, arrogant. I thought I could do whatever I wanted, hit whoever I wanted, because money, because family, because I've never faced consequences. But you could have hurt me, badly, I know that now. You were Delta Force, 12 years. You could have ended me, 3 seconds, maybe less. But you didn't. You chose peace. For your daughter, you showed me what real strength looks like. I've been weak all my life, pretending strength. But you're really strong. And I'm sorry, really sorry for hitting you, for threatening you, for being who I was. I'm trying to change, to be better, like you. Thank you for not hurting me, for teaching me, for giving me this chance to learn, to grow, to become a better man. The courtroom was silent, stunned. Genuine remorse, real growth, possible redemption. Marcus stood, addressed the court. Your Honor, I accept his apology. I hope he means it. I hope he changes, becomes a better man, learns what real strength is, restraint, control, peace. If he does, this was worth it. All of it. Thank you. Judge sentenced. Mr. Donovan, 200 hours community service, anger management, 1 year probation. But also, I'm adding one condition. You will volunteer at Veterans Center, helping former military, learning from them, real strength, real sacrifice, real service. Maybe they'll teach you what Mr. Grant taught you. Real strength isn't violence, it's restraint, it's service, it's sacrifice. Learn that, or face jail time. Understood? Yes, Your Honor, understood, thank you. But the prosecutor dug deeper, found 6 other complaints, 5 years, different victims, all dropped, paid off, threatened, silenced. This isn't one slap, this is pattern, assault, battery, intimidation, all protected by money, by family. Not this time. This victim isn't scared, isn't intimidated, isn't backing down. We're prosecuting, fully. During investigation, someone recognized Marcus, former Delta operator, did some digging, found records, classified, redacted, but enough. 12 years, multiple deployments, decorated, honorable discharge. The prosecutor called Marcus. Mr. Grant, I found something. Your military record. You were Delta Force. 12 years. Why didn't you mention this? Because it's not relevant. I'm not soldier anymore. I'm dad. That's all that matters. But it explains why you didn't fight back. You could have. Easily. You showed restraint. That's incredible. Richard served his sentence, quietly, humbly, changed. 6 months later, Richard was different. Sober, humble, serving, really serving, veterans, homeless, anyone needing help. Transformed. How did you do it? People asked. Change him? Richard Donovan? Impossible. I didn't change him. He changed himself. I just showed him what real strength looks like. He chose to follow. That's his victory, not mine. 1 year after the slap, Richard held press conference, announcing, new foundation, Second Chances Foundation, helping people like him, entitled, arrogant, violent, getting help, getting better, getting real. 1 year ago, I slapped a man in a cafe for no reason, drunk, entitled, arrogant. That man was Marcus Grant, Delta Force veteran, father, teacher. He could have destroyed me. Didn't. Chose peace. for his daughter, for me, for everyone. That choice changed my life, saved my life, taught me real strength, real service, real humanity. This foundation honors that, helps others, like me. Learn what Marcus taught me: restraint, control, peace, service, real strength. Thank you, Marcus, for everything. Marcus attended, supportive, proud, quiet. You did this, not me. You chose change. That's real strength. I'm proud of you. 5 years after the slap, Richard ran for city council. Platform: veteran support, addiction services, second chances. Won. Landslide. Transformed reputation, from bully to public servant. Marcus Grant changed my life, showed me real strength, real service. Now I serve, really serve. Thank you, Marcus. Forever grateful. He volunteered at Veterans Center, met Marcus there. Coincidence or fate? 10 years after the slap, Lily was 17. Applying colleges, essay topic, person who inspires you. She wrote about Marcus, not the Delta Force operator, the dad, the teacher, the man who chose peace. My father could have hurt the man who slapped him, easily, but he didn't. He chose peace, for me, to teach me, real strength. That's who he is, not warrior, not operator, but teacher, father, peacemaker. That's real strength. That's my inspiration. That's my hero. Marcus cried reading it. Happy tears, proud tears, mission accomplished. Lily learned, really learned. 15 years after the slap, Richard's foundation had helped 5,000 people transform, heal, grow, become better. Marcus volunteered there, teaching, mentoring, serving, together, former bully, former operator, united, friends, brothers, teachers. Who would have thought, people said. Richard Donovan and Marcus Grant, friends, partners, teaching together. Incredible. Not incredible, natural, forgiveness, growth, second chances. That's what we teach. We lived it. Now we share it. Mr. Grant, I didn't know you volunteered here. Every week for 5 years, helping brothers, sisters, transitioning, healing, serving. It's important. Can I learn from you about real strength, real service? I want to change, really change. Will you help me? Marcus studied him, saw something, genuine, real, broken pride, humble spirit, potential. Yes, I'll help, but you have to work, really work. Change isn't easy. It's harder than anything, harder than fighting. Are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Teach me. Marcus taught patience, humility, service, sacrifice, real strength, weekly sessions, veteran center. Richard learned, listened, changed. 20 years after the slap, Marcus was 65. Lily was 27. Doctor, serving veterans, medical care, mental health, honoring father's legacy. Richard wrote forward, "This man saved my life by not hurting me, by teaching me, by believing in me when nobody else did, when I didn't deserve it. That's grace, that's strength, that's Marcus Grant. Read this, learn from him, like I did. Your life will change, I promise." Richard was 58, city councilman, foundation leader, changed man, grateful man. They spoke together. Veterans events, community gatherings, schools everywhere, teaching. Real strength, real restraint, real growth. 20 years ago, I slapped this man. Biggest mistake of my life. Best thing that happened to me. He could have destroyed me, chose peace, taught me, real strength, changed my life, saved my life. Thank you, Marcus. Forever. Richard chose change. That's harder than revenge, harder than violence. He's my friend, my brother, my proof. People can change when given chance, when taught, when loved. That's real strength, real victory. Thank you, Richard, for changing, for teaching others, for being living proof. Second chances work. 25 years after the slap, Marcus published book, Strength Through Restraint, A Delta Force Father's Journey. Honest, vulnerable, powerful. His military career, Sarah's death, Lily's birth, single fatherhood, the slap, Richard's transformation, everything. Real strength isn't killing. It's choosing not to. Real victory isn't defeating enemies. It's making allies. Real power isn't violence. It's peace. That's what Delta Force taught me. That's what fatherhood reinforced. That's what I teach. Now. Always. Bestseller, millions of copies, lives changed, perspectives shifted. 30 years after the slap, Marcus was 75. Lily was 37, mother of two, teaching them. Grandpa Marcus's lessons, peace, restraint, real strength. Marcus's tombstone was simple. Marcus Grant, Delta Force operator. Father, teacher, peacemaker. He could have hurt. He chose peace. That changed everything. 40 years after the slap, Second Chances Foundation had helped 50,000 people. Worldwide. Richard's legacy, Marcus's inspiration, combined. Powerful, life-changing. At anniversary celebration, Richard, now 78, spoke. 40 years ago, I slapped a man in a cafe. Delta Force operator. Combat veteran. Single father. He could have destroyed me. Chose peace. That choice built everything. This foundation, these lives changed. This movement. All because one man chose restraint. Over violence, peace over war, teaching over punishment. That's Marcus Grant's legacy. Not combat, not killing, but peace, real peace. Powerful peace, transformative peace. Thank you, Marcus, wherever you are. Thank you for everything. We'll carry it forward, forever. If this story moved you, subscribe to VML Stories for more tales of restraint over retaliation, peace over violence, and the courage to choose the harder path, the path of real strength. Hit that like button, drop a comment sharing your thoughts, and share this with someone who needs to remember. Real strength isn't about how hard you can hit. It's about choosing not to hit when you easily could. That's power. That's peace. That's everything. See you in the next story. Richard was 68, retired from counsel, full-time foundation work. 10,000 people helped. 30 years, transformed lives, all because one man chose peace. They sat together. Veterans Center, where it started, where Richard learned, where Marcus taught, full circle. 30 years, Richard said. Since that day, that slap, that choice. You choosing peace, me choosing change. Built all this. 10,000 lives, families, futures, all because you didn't hit back. Thank you. Forever. You did the work. I just showed you what's possible when you choose different. You chose. You changed. You built this. That's your strength, your victory, your legacy. I'm proud of you. Forever. At 78, Marcus passed away. Peacefully, Lily beside him. Grandchildren, Richard, family, chosen family. Love, peace, complete. At his funeral, Richard spoke. 33 years ago, I slapped Marcus Grant. Drunk, arrogant, stupid. He could have killed me. Delta Force, 12 years. Combat veteran, elite operator. Could have ended me. 3 seconds, maybe less. But he didn't. Chose peace. For his daughter. For me. For everyone. That choice saved my life. Changed my life. Built my life. Everything I am. Everything I've done. Helping others. Serving. Changing. All because Marcus chose peace. Showed me. Real strength. Thank you, Marcus. For not hurting me. For teaching me. For loving me. Brother, teacher, hero. Forever grateful. Forever changed. Lily spoke. My father taught me. Real strength isn't violence. It's restraint. Choosing peace. When you could choose war. That's power. Real power. He lived that. Every day. 33 years. Since the slap. Before the slap. Always. That's his legacy. Not Delta Force. Not combat. But peace. Restraint. Love. That's my father. That's my hero. That's my teacher. Thank you, Dad. For everything. For choosing peace. For teaching me. For being you. Always.